Because when we made the New Year's goal, basically that we were all collectively feeling like a bit itchy feet, we wanted to go and explore somewhere new.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and yes, that's right, you heard it correctly. The Fizz family Fizz are on the move again. They're getting itchy feet. That's right, who would have thunk it, right? Just when you thought that they settled down finally in London, no, they couldn't cope with life, just being so static all the time, and have decided to be on their way again. But where in the world are they going to end up this time? That's the big question. Before we get there, we need to take a little look back in time to see the amount of houses that they've actually lived in their entire lives, and all the countries and everything. It's been special. It really has been emotional. So let's take a little look back in time to a time that was nice and lovely, and before all the nastiness and all the hatred of the internet took hold, and family vlogging was a massive industry. And this was back in 2018 when they first thought up the idea of actually moving abroad.
Morning guys, so we've just had our first workout in like 8 days, is it?
Feels like ages.
8 days I think, because we've been so busy with preparing everything for our relocation abroad.
Yeah. And also we had a back
immigration,
as well, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. Been like lifting things all the time.
Yeah.
Listing the whole house on eBay. Oh,
well, actually, my story's a bit different. I actually was furiously sweeping up the kitchen floor, getting stuck into it, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I was going backwards and smashed the base of my spine into like the radiator tap. It hurt so much. It was so funny, but really painful at the same time. I just couldn't believe that had happened, because I was wearing a dressing gown at the time, and it like literally just missed like my bum, which would have been like, call on the fire engine up, going, I'm stuck, can you help me?
Yeah, so we're now going to get a hire car, because we're going to my grandparents just to see them one last time before we go.
Also, we've got a big box of medals and trophies to give to them as well.
Yeah, like our own.
Yeah.
Everything's fitting in a suitcase each, other than a box of like some things which we're going to hold on to for a little while. So it's just some photos, trophies and medals.
We didn't want to throw those away, did we? No.
So with nothing more than the clothes on their back, these two plus their other two little minions went away to the Canary Islands as their first port of call.
This is me and Sienna's room, and it's got a lovely little like beach scene, look, deck chairs alongside.
Have you noticed that he's blue, then it suddenly magics into white?
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, I love it.
And we've got some little soap on, which was like, when we came here, it was like a freebie little thing. It was really nice, so it smells nice. And this is our desk.
Yep, for you to do work on, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got our drawers.
Yeah, I'll show you what's inside. There's some of my toys, then inside here is a book.
Oh, a beach themed book, which you got for your birthday, which is pretty fitting.
Birthday?
Christmas.
You'll notice there, obviously, that the kids only had the barest of minimums of toys and books. In fact, Sienna had one book, right? That was her only possession at the time, which was lovely, isn't it? Gotta take a book with you, haven't you? You know, gotta have at least one thing to hold on to in your life anyway. But this was the Canary Islands. This was fantastic. This was their first ever trip overseas. Well, not the first ever trip overseas, but the first ever destination that they lived in overseas, which was I'm sure fantastic.
Come on, look what you can see out of the window. I think they're really excited.
Yeah, the most important feature. Ta-da!
All the mountains, wow.
That was really quick. Yeah, all the way. I think the girls really like it because they get to just look at the sea, because I just know what I was like when I was a little girl. Being at the beach is just the most fun thing ever. So now, shall we go and show you the grown-ups' bedroom?
Living on the beach. Perfect. Obviously not perfect enough though, because a few short months or maybe a year later or something like that anyway, they were soon getting itchy feet again, right? So they were on their travels again. Now I don't think this was actually a full-time move, but they went to tour America, where they stayed in a number of places. So off they popped to America.
Going for the toy room. The toy room has loads of toys in here. So this is my room. This is all the toy boxes, which this house came with. It's my little teepee where I love to hide in and do my like drawing stuff. It's cool. Then this is my bunk bed. I actually have 2 beds. It's pretty cool. I sleep on the bottom one because it's much easier. And
you don't want to roll that bed, do you?
Yeah, I don't roll up bed. And this is this ensuite.
Yes.
Oh, it's my own ensuite. I didn't even know that. It's my lovely ensuite. A nice sink, a shower and a toilet, of course. Then here's my little desk where I like to go on my tablet. I can do this cool game drawing thing.
Etch-a-sketch.
Etch-a-sketch.
Very retro.
Here's my lovely window, and then there I can sit down and I can read a book and relax. I've got one bedside cabinet with my iron squad and another bedside cabinet here, and then up here you can have a little look at my bunk bed.
And then you've also got a walk-in wardrobe. Do you want this family to store in your clothes?
Yeah, I've got my own walking wardrobe. I can't believe it. This is really good fun.
Very own walk-in wardrobe with the smallest amount of things actually inside it. Nothing in actual fact was there except for a suitcase. Most people have items of clothing or something, but no, these kids have nothing, bear in mind. But it wasn't long before they were soon off on the travels again. This time it was to Hollywood in the US.
Do you even exercise on here?
Following on, this is Sienna's room. Sienna, do you want to show the Fizz family around your room?
Sorry about that. Here is my wardrobe, cross mirror. I look fabulous. And here is my balcony. Lovely. And then it has this amazing mat.
Oh, it's lovely out here, isn't it?
It is. I haven't been out on this yet. I only saw it this morning. It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Perfect for doing the power pose in the morning.
Hitting us bit. Yeah, exactly. It is.
It's actually so hot it's burning my feet. What?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you know what we should do? Darren. No.
Because
Should we save that for 3 a.m?
Here is my ginormous bed. And
big,
also
isn't it?
there's a little bit where I can step up to get on.
That's 3 properties down, many more to go. Now they were soon off on the travels again because yet again itchy feet, obviously, and this time it was again to the US, well, somewhere else in the US. Sorry, I don't have the destination on this one. Too many places.
Wow! And then I've got a weird cotton birthday present.
Oh, lovely. So this is Sienna's room, guys.
My friend made
Really
it for
cute
me.
this room is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I love
Perfect
it.
for her.
So cosy, isn't it?
I know.
It's the coziest room ever. In the evening when it's just the, well, let's try it. Look.
Yeah.
Close the curtains.
Yeah, close the
And
curtains.
then get that lamp on.
Oh,
there you go.
look at this. It's
Just
lovely.
pure coziness, isn't
The
it?
cozy factor's almost reaching 10 in here, isn't it?
After their fantastic tour of the US, they decided then to go back to Europe and across to Italy this time.
Bedroom, guys.
This is my bed, and then you can pull out Sinner's bed.
Yeah, let's go
under here.
show you guys.
Yeah, so it looks like it's just one bed, but then they actually have this bit.
It's two. Remembering why we have curtains on the side of our walls, Drew?
And this is where Mia stores all her treasure with Sienna.
Yeah.
Nice little bright room, isn't it,
Yeah.
for them? They've even got a little mini TV so they can watch Justin Bieber live. Can't you?
We pretty much don't watch TV. To be honest, that's the first time Sienna's watched TV here in months, isn't it? But we like it because it's educational, so when we come away she can watch foreign cartoons and then you learn the language, don't you? Oh yeah, each room has these little mini bars in as well.
Sienna. Lovely and spacious and airy, and every room also has got a shower room, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the girls' shower room. They've got a toilet, they've got a little shower.
Got
they can
everything in
clean their
here,
teeth.
haven't you, Sienna?
There's actually loads of toilets in this place.
Show you
isn't
guys the shower. Is the other little out, there's Mia on a little balcony bit out here.
Yeah.
which is nice. So you can just have a little gaze up at the mountains up there, and you can look across there at the sea.
Dad, that I could jump down there.
No, you can't jump down there. No, you're not jumping down there.
And with dreams of Sienna jumping down to her ultimate doom, they headed back to England, right? Back to Brighton, where it all began back many years before, maybe a year or two. I can't quite recall how long they'd actually been away for, but it's been, they ended up back in Brighton, where it all began.
We go straight through to Sienna's room first.
So guys, Sienna chose this room, and it's a beautiful little room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a lovely cute little window.
Yeah.
And it's just lovely and bright and perfect for Sienna. She's got her little things on her little shelf unit.
Yeah, with her card, what she got from her old school.
Unfortunately, schools were a thing of the past for young Sienna at this time, and a sole, lonely little card is all the memories that she had from her times of actually being educated.
So the surprise is, Sienna, that this video has been sponsored by a company called Simba, and have very kindly given us 2 mattresses for the girls.
I know.
So they've now got something to sleep on.
Imagine that if it wasn't for the kindness of Simba, the mattress people, they wouldn't be able to give their kids actual beds to sleep on. I mean, you've got to say it's a wonderful thing, this influencer lifestyle, isn't it? Whereby you can afford to give kids stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to give them, because, you know, why would you want them to sleep on beds? What provisions would you have ever had if it wasn't for the kindness of these companies?
Go and test it.
Look how it's grown already. It's so
Wow, I must say this is the most comfortable mattress I've ever actually
What does that feel like?
Oh man, that is really nice.
There you go.
Good night, Sienna.
Night.
Simba said these are perfect for all styles of sleeping, and they're cheap in comparison to their competitors because they're online only.
You've definitely won at life if you can get your kids to advertise and review a product which has been given to you for free. But Simba, you didn't do enough. Obviously, you did not give them enough items to enable them to stay, because they were soon on their travels, ditched your products, and they were going off to the next property, which was, again, it was in England, but it was still another move for them.
Why didn't Sienna take the Fizz fan with you into your new bedroom?
Little buddy, he's been waiting for
Oh,
you.
Puppy. Do you like our new home?
This is going to be your home now, Sienna.
Oh, it's so nice and soft.
Yeah, do you want to see my room? I'm really loving my room.
That looked lovely. The bedroom looked a lush bedroom, but it wasn't lush enough, because they were soon getting itchy feet again, and they were on their way to Hollywood again, in fact.
So this is your bedroom. Do you want to tell the Fizz fam all about your lovely
So
room?
here is my 2 chairs, and if Ria wants to stay over, she can take a seat.
Oh,
Can I stay over as well?
And then here is my poo station.
your poo station. See, Sienna's got this all to herself, guys, isn't it? It's your ensuite,
And I
isn't
hate
it?
it when the fan goes on, so I get so scared.
Oh, do you?
Well, it's not ideal for filming either. So
And then
yeah,
do you want to
well
show them your wardrobe, which you did all by yourself, didn't you?
Voila!
done. Wow.
Ta-da!
So this is...
Now, continuing their tour of the US, they headed to California, guys. It was California. Oh, yes.
This is me and Sienna's bed. Do you want to tell the Fizz fam about it? Yeah, so this is a really comfy bed. Actually, me and Sienna, it is big enough for both of us to sleep in, Chloe. And it has some really cool pillows as well.
Yeah.
And then over here, me and Sienna have our bathroom, which is not a bathroom actually, it's a shower room, but it's a very strange shower because if you look at it, Fizz fam, it's just kind of like a window at the shower with just like a tiny strip.
A little bit weird, obviously, a little bit weird to have your kids showering in front of people watching through the window, obviously. But then again, they do put them out on the internet for all strangers to come and view anyway. So what's a shower room anyway? So then they were soon heading back though to Venice, in fact.
Show the Fizz fam your
Sienna's go crazy.
We tidied it all up ready for the house tour. She's just like destroying it all. It is tidy, honestly, guys.
So what have you got in your bedside cabinet?
Here's my headphones where I like to move it. Where I like to move it. So that's his fan. And then here is my lovely little pen. And there's little Tom. Hello. And here is my book station. I have 3 books. And here is my Simba Barbie.
I see she's accumulated 2 more books since the days of Spain and the Canary Islands. But she took her 3 books back with her to England and Brighton yet again.
Here is my room to stand. Here's my lovely bed. Over here's my little lamp where I like to read books there. Talking about books, here's my book station with like some colouring books and then my pencil case there. Then here's my toy area.
A short stint back in Brighton, though, was not enough to keep them grounded. They needed to spread their wings and shoot for the stars because they had never had an experience quite like this next one. That's right, they were heading to the bright lights of Dubai. That's right, Dubai.
The first room is my room. Here's my lovely ensuite bathroom and a failing butter bean plant. I've got my lovely sink here and my lovely poopy station. I've got a lovely shower there and I really love like the theme of my towels and stuff because it's all blue themed, one of my favourite colours. And then into my actual bedroom, I've got Karma's and my play mat. I've got a little mini kitchen there.
But as lovely as that house was in Dubai, it by all accounts had issues, right? So they had to shortly and swiftly head off to another apartment. This time it was a penthouse in Dubai. People will be jealous of their new penthouse.
Here is my lovely little bedroom. Here's my closet, lovely closet. I've got 3 closets. 1 to 3. Here's the play area, number 1. Here is my lovely desk. When we first came here, I found out so many things. It's a secret cupboard where I keep some of my dressing up things. Here's a lovely spinning chair. I love spinning chairs. Here is my bed.
The one thing you'll see is how adept Sienna has become at giving room tours over the years, because she's done it so many times because she's had so many rooms to tour, right? But Dubai was just, it wasn't enough because soon Georgie became pregnant and that would pose a bit of an issue. Where was she going to give birth? She couldn't give birth in Dubai. She didn't want an Emirati baby. My God, no, of course she doesn't want an Emirati baby. No, she had to go back to the UK, back to England. Location was never disclosed, so we're just saying England. They actually stayed in a cottage. It was lovely, but they went back there specifically to give birth.
So we walked through the boarding gates and they didn't even notice that I had a bump or anything, so they haven't asked. So we're now going to board the plane and they may ask again there as well. But so far it's going well and I'm feeling a lot more cooler now, a lot more calm. I feel positive about this because we've actually flown before when I've been pregnant, but because there's so much pinning on this, like I've got to get back to UK to be able to have the baby there, and if we don't then we'll be here and I don't know, all our plans will change and I just can't cope with that.
Not over yet, you're not on the plane yet.
I know. I don't want to jinx it.
I
don't want to jinx it, but I feel so much better now. Plus the sun is shining.
Say goodbye to the sunshine, girls.
I know. I do feel really disappointed excited to leave this beautiful place behind.
Yeah, it feels like saying goodbye to our new home. We're saying goodbye to our new home and hello again to our old home, aren't we?
But this is like a babycation. We can view it as a lovely vacation. I do like the UK, obviously. That's where like I come from, but just not in the winter. But we can make it all cozy and we can nest.
So they came home for a couple of months and they stayed in this lovely little cottage somewhere in the English countryside, right? But would they take said baby back with them to Spain, to Dubai, to, well, even England was an option. But no, they were not going to hang around England. God forbid they hang around the place that they were born. No. They took themselves off for a stint in Portugal. That's right, Portugal. Who would have thunk it, right?
That's good, Fizz fam. Welcome back to the videos. I think it's about time we give you guys a little update, don't you? It's been a while, hasn't it? So as you can see, we have moved from the middle of nowhere to the middle of nowhere else. What I'm going to do, Carmies, come back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you guys guessing and then we'll let you know at the end.
Right, this is me and Karma's room. I really like it because when you open the curtain, there's just so much light coming in and you can see like all of the like mountains and the trees.
Oh, another clue, mountains.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful because there's a trampoline down there and then there's the pool. So this is my bed, which Storm shares with me, my dog.
But were they happy in that lovely little house, right? Were they happy? It looked little, didn't it? To be fair, it looked a very, very nice house. But was it nice enough for them to stay around? Or were they booted? Yes, they were. In fact, they stayed there for something like 6 months. And then they moved on to another property within the island of Portugal.
In my backpack over here, I've got all of my other things. I need to put my colouring book in there as well. By the way, guys, really exciting news. My colouring book is now out, so you can get it now from shopmealslife.com.
Fun fact, I actually bought that book. Yes, I did, in fact, with the intention of colouring it in and reviewing it. But at the end of the day, I just could not be bothered, so I just didn't bother with it. It's stuck at the bottom of a wardrobe somewhere, right? A walk-in wardrobe, obviously, you know, in true Family Fizz style. But anyway, what was their house like in Portugal? The second house in Portugal, in fact.
First bedroom.
Yeah.
Not sure, you'll have to work out whose is whose.
Okay. First bedroom.
Ooh,
Again, just like in the forest, isn't it?
Wow.
It's like a cabin feel.
Yeah. But modern.
After their second house in Portugal, they started getting itchy feet again. Because why would you? You know, you're just in a lovely little somewhere in Portugal. They never actually tell you whereabouts they are in these countries. They just say, we are in Portugal, like it's one big entity, right? One big entity. There's no individual places in Portugal. There's no individual places in Spain. There's no individual places in Italy. It's just one big country to them, and that's where they live. But they started getting itchy feet again, and this time they wanted something completely different, and hats off to them. They managed to pull it off. My God, they ended up in Mexico. Oh my God.
Oh, hi, Fizz fam. Come on in. I bet you're excited to see our new house, aren't you? Shall we give you a house tour? Shall we give the Fizz fam a house tour, Karma?
yeah.
We're so excited to show you this house because it is absolutely beautiful.
They spent a good while in Mexico and they did so many good things, like, for example, jumping into the swimming pool in the back. Georgie, I'm talking to you, whilst there was a hurricane going on. That's right, that actually happened. I know. But they soon became itchy again, and they had to scratch that itch. And doing so, they moved down south in the Americas, and they ended up in Costa Rica, famously.
Costa Rican house tour. Come on in.
Not gonna lie, Costa Rica was probably one of the best places that they've lived, right? I wasn't there, obviously, but the type of vlogs that they put out and their lifestyle seemed to be like they were settling down. In fact, they were thinking of settling down, and the whole Costa Rican adventure was wide and varied, because not long after they'd moved into this house, they actually went and lived in another house in Costa Rica, just up the road, I think.
Hola. Wow, this is beautiful.
Is that my bedroom?
I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Actually.
Cool, this is us then.
Look at this place.
Wait, I just spotted the ladder.
Look at Colour.
Let's see if this place. Wow, yeah, look at this bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Look, there's a projector in here.
What? Look, there's some little doors there.
Hi. This house is so cool. Look at the projector down there.
Sienna, no parkour to get to the toilet, okay? You're going to be like jumping, aren't you, from there to there. Do you like it, Karma?
This is like a place where you can go and stay in the middle of the mountains and clouds. Oh, it's a really nice pot. So everything in here is just like, we're going to get loads of inspiration for our house. We can keep taking snippets from all the houses.
Yeah, take some
That's
bits.
what we like about staying in different homes. Because then when you build your home, then you've got loads of inspiration. Like, I love the black. I did want monochrome in our place. I haven't actually said to the builders yet, or the architects, but I love like the grey concrete wall features with some wood, and then I really like black and white features.
Now, Georgie there alluded to builders and architects and things that they wanted for their house, right? And the reason is because whilst in Costa Rica, they actually bought a piece of land. That's right, they actually bought a piece of land whilst they were over there, and they planned to build a house on it, right? And they went to the very extent of actually getting an architect involved and plans drawn up for their dream home.
But we also do all social media work from home, including you, Mia.
Yeah.
So it's like a recording studio space as well as a family living home. So they've really incorporated all of these things. So as you can see,
great.
there's like filming set. This is going to be an actual, a soundproofed room, which can be for like podcasts or voiceovers, or
so cool.
if we have to do green screen things, that's kind of
Or
stuff.
a cinema room. It could
Or
be a cinema room.
And then actually this upper level here, this is like a co-working space. So we have like a co-working space in our house.
That's so
It's literally
cool.
going to have its own little like cafe bit and like a lounge seating area,
Oh
and then
my
a big
goodness.
table like this with all chairs around it, so we can have like meetings in there and stuff like that.
Mia, so you can edit up there while me and Dad work.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun.
It's
Sienna
gonna be
can do our
amazing.
homeschooling up there, can't you, Sienna?
Yeah. So that is a second level, and then over here is a second level.
Okay.
But then the main living area, the great room, which is obviously the kitchen, living room, dining room.
Yeah.
Well, this particular one is 10 meters across, where we are right now in this house. Ours is going to be 14 meters across.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And then it's going to be double height. And the reason it's
Okay.
double height is obviously because it's a 2-story house, but in this central great living area
Yeah.
is going to be 1 story, but really, really high ceilings. And then all the way across the room, this might sound rubbish until you see it as a picture, but across the middle of the room is a bridge, which goes from one side of the house.
You're going to get to see the
To the other
colourful
side of the
3D
house.
renderings in a minute.
You sit
Don't
down,
worry.
Pansy, 'cause otherwise I can't show
All
you.
of Dad's not showing you the best bits yet.
Right, so now we're at the 3D images. So these are like the artist impression images of what it's going to look like. So this is the front, obviously. Here's our big trees, yeah? And so this is the double height part all in the middle.
Yeah.
Here's the garage over here, and then it's got the studio space above it. So you've got all of your bedrooms down here, which we'll get to in a second. But above that is like this huge, it's 140 square meters of terrace space. So I was joking to them, I was saying like, yeah, we can turn it into a football pitch because it's huge.
Okay.
We're not quite sure what to do with it yet.
I think an outdoor gym.
But that's that's not going to be 140 square meters. Like,
Yeah,
we
but
can
outdoor
do-
gym and a
we can
seating
have
area.
like a herb garden. We can
Yeah.
have like an outdoor cinema.
But then,
we can have an outdoor gym.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like
that's
there
so
can be a yoga area with yoga mats.
It's basically another outdoor area, but shaded,
yeah.
That's amazing.
sheltered.
So I'll get to that in a second, right? So
Yeah.
here's our straight on view of the front.
That
Looks so like
pretty.
just grand,
Wow.
doesn't it? It
It
looks
looks
like
amazing.
majestic. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's got such a presence.
Wow.
Here, previously we had a spiral staircase, which we
Okay.
weren't very keen on. So we've changed to a different staircase here, which I'm going to get to in a second. But so it looks like a column from the front.
Okay.
Water feature here, so there's water at the back of the house and water at the front of the house, because obviously we want to have it really nice flowing cool air. So by having those bodies of water at either side, the air is going to be really chilled flowing through the house. This is now the side view. So this is, as I said, like family room / Karma and Cover's room.
Yeah.
And then we've got a hallway, and then we've got Sienna's room here and her bathroom.
Do you like?
So obviously, in true Family Fizz style, of course they're going to tell everybody where the kids' bedrooms are going to be, even Sienna's bathroom. You know exactly where you got to go if you are a predator, right? You know, why keep anything a secret? Fans are the fans, aren't they? They need to know this information. Anyway, as it turned out, this, having paid an architect to build this and spent so much time on trying to get these plans together, it just didn't happen. It never happened. They just carried on with their life. They didn't address it until they left the country, right? It turns out that there was a huge amount of things wrong with it, and more likely, in my opinion, they got itchy feet. They couldn't be arsed with it in the end. They didn't want to settle down, right? But not long after that, they ended up leaving Costa Rica for good, right? And they went back to England. Finally, they went back to England. First time in years they'd been back to England. And they moved back to England to London.
Welcome to our new house in London.
Sorry guys, it's taken this long to give you the official house tour, but furnishing the whole place and getting it all ready has taken a really long time. So we're so excited to finally show you.
Yeah, it's very complete.
So where we're standing right now is the ground floor, and this is a really large open plan kitchen dining room area. So where you are right now is the entranceway.
And they stayed in London for about 2 years. They finally seemed to be settling down, and it looked like they were there for the long haul. You know, the kids were settling in, the kids were making friends, both Sienna and the other two, the younger two, they were doing really well. They seemed to be doing very well. Even Mia seemed to be settling into a lifestyle of, you know, making friends here. She even had a boyfriend, and it seemed to be going well. But, of course, they started getting itchy feet, and more recently, this is where we are up to date. Now, they decided to make the big move to, well, we're going to find that out in a second, aren't we?
We have the most exciting news to share with you, Fizz fam. So as a lot of you know, it's recently been Sienna's birthday, and we didn't want this news to overshadow that, but now we can finally tell you. We've been planning this for over a year. We made it our New Year's goal collectively between us.
So as you can see, they've been planning it for over a year, right? So I gave them a bit too much credit for settling into their new lifestyle in London, right? Obviously, after about a year being there, they thought, oh, fuck this, right? We don't want to be here anymore. So we're going to try and plan to move away. And this is exactly what they've done.
And we're going to be doing the most epic move coming up very soon. So right now, preparing for all of that, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
We've already done loads of charity shop runs. We've done loads of recycling centre runs. We're kind of down to just the things that we want to keep now. It's amazing how much stuff you actually start accumulating when you've got a bit of space, isn't it? Now, we've lived in a lot of different places around the world, as you guys know. We've lived in Dubai. I'm going to give you a clue. We're not moving to Dubai. We've lived in Mexico, Costa Rica. We've been in Portugal for a period of time. It's actually not going to be any of those places. And also,
the Canary Islands as well.
yeah, the Canary Islands. This move is going to be different for us though, because every other time we've stripped down to just what we can fit in suitcases, but we've actually got furniture and sofas and all that stuff to go this time. So
Also,
So you finally see what you were doing the last time was wrong. But also, I would have to say, if you're making all this effort to move to wherever it is you're going now, right, it's got to be a long-term thing, a long-term commitment. Because if you are going to continuously pack up like furniture and stuff like that, that's going to be tedious. You're going to get bored of that before you've even started.
bit more of a bigger deal.
Well, I'm a bit of an adult now, and like I have my own special bed that I love, my certain type of mattress, my certain type of bed frame, and I just don't really like the idea of having to sleep on somebody else's mattress.
You couldn't have thought about that a bit sooner, you know, a few years prior, when your kids had to sleep on somebody else's mattress every 6 months or so, you know, whenever you decided that you had itchy feet to up a move.
Because when we made the New Year's goal, basically that we were all collectively feeling like a bit itchy feet, we wanted to go and explore somewhere new.
Gotta scratch those itchy feet, don't you, Ben? Ben? The fuck? No. Don't. Isn't it awkward when you mix up channels, family vlogging channels? Darren is his name. Sorry, Darren, mixed you up with with somebody else. I'm sure you know who it is by now. Sorry, don't know who should be more offended. Probably Darren, to be fair.
We did decide upon somewhere what was perfect for all of us, but then during the course of this year, we actually got quite far along in the process of being able to go and move somewhere else, but then it's changed.
So they were originally going to be going to Texas in the US, apparently, but it has changed halfway through the process of making that move. But where has it changed to? Let's give a drum roll, please. It's changed to...
Welcome to our new house in Spain!
Muy bien to all the Fizz fan that guessed correctly. Sunny Spain. Oh my goodness, do you want to come and see inside the house?
Well, I'm not going to lie, that was a massive disappointment. It's like an anticlimax, right? Because it's Spain, it's just up the road. Sorry. I mean, they've been to better places, haven't they? They have, honestly. They haven't said where in Spain. This is what I mean. They don't say where in Spain they are. Which place, I guess it's so that people can't track them down. But, like, you know, it could be anywhere. But also... they've been to Spain, right? They were on holiday in Spain a couple of months ago. So they've literally just come back from there. But, yeah, it's they have been to Spain. They've even lived in Spain. They'll claim that they haven't because it was technically the Canary Islands. Well, not technically. It was the Canary Islands. But it was also, that is also part of the Spanish region, right? So it's not really much of a change, if I'm being honest. Anticlimax.
So none of our things are here yet, so the house still has lots of work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
There's lots of parts of things. All of our other things need to come in, so you're seeing it blank and empty. But when we do it all up for Fam, it's gonna look amazing.
I know, yeah.
Do you want to go and go?
There's a potential.
Welcome in.
This is our big front door, and then shall I show you? We were kind of like
This is the
deciding
hallway.
on all the rooms.
Yeah,
at the moment.
we're still
So,
deciding.
Yeah, nothing's like 100%, but we're pretty sure this is going to be my bedroom because I really like this one because it has a walk-in wardrobe, which I actually really wanted to have some more wardrobe space than the last house because you guys know I love my clothes and I love making like fashion content and stuff. So now I actually have room for all my clothes, and yeah, I think we're probably gonna change this wallpaper, but otherwise this room is literally amazing. I'm
Beautiful.
so happy with it.
Yeah.
Got an ensuite as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, I didn't show you guys. We'll do like proper in-depth.
Yeah, we should
when
do
it's
an
all
in-depth
decorated. But yeah, I've got a really nice big ensuite as well and a shower.
Oh, sorry, I just stood on Sienna's foot. Yeah, so obviously not best lighting at the moment. We almost needed to get here a little bit earlier, but we were getting shown round by the real estate guy. So yeah, had a little look around. So this is bedroom number 1.
So picture this, guys. They have bought, well, not bought, they've rented a house. They've moved all their stuff, right, from where they were before in London to Spain to move and live a new life over there without actually seeing the place that they're buying or renting, right? It's not, they haven't seen the place that physically before they actually got there. Who does that? That's an awful risk, in my opinion.
Right, and then come through here, guys, and check out this huge open plan living space. This is going to be our living room. Then we've got our kitchen over here where I can't wait to start cooking. We've literally got a garden where we can sunbathe. I am so excited. There's so many different areas of this garden to show you and to explore. There is a lot of
Suddenly not
space.
echoey as well. You can tell how empty the inside of the house is because it's so echoey.
There is a lot of outdoor space, which is perfect because we want to have the outdoor living, the outdoor lifestyle, which is one of the main reasons we wanted to move here to Spain, because you can literally spend every single day outside. Every day is sunny. It's warm, nearly. They do have a bit of a winter here, but it's still like warm. Like it's a,
It's a lot warmer than the
It's
UK.
literally October and it's like,
Nice.
I'm hot in this
we're
jumper.
perfect.
But at Christmas time, it still can get a bit like crispy and chilly in the morning. You can still make it all cozy. And also in Spain, they do love Christmas as well. Feliz Navidad. So
Over here on the ground level as well, we have my bedroom, which also has an ensuite. I love this. So cute. I've got this huge shower. Because basically my bathroom before at our old house in London was a lot smaller than this, so this is a huge upgrade. It's so nice to have an ensuite as well. I feel so like bougie. Then this is my bedroom area. So my bed, I'm actually going to be getting a double bed, guys. So I'm really excited for that.
just back.
I just accidentally hit these swinging lights.
So yeah, my bed's going to be like here, and then I've got this like what you call it, built-in wardrobe, and then like a little maybe desk area, or like I might put a mirror there or something.
And then Co and Karma have actually called dibs on this amazing area on this other part of the house. So basically, Fizz fam, they now want to share a bedroom because they were arguing over this room.
Because it's got the playroom attached to it.
It's got this room here.
This area, which could be like a playroom area.
And also a little desk for the
Yeah.
boat. That's so cute.
And then there's a room in here as well where they can
And
see
then
as well.
bathroom.
And a bathroom, yeah.
Exactly,
So
perfect.
it's amazing. There's so many more other rooms. Me and Darren have got a whole open plan, huge area upstairs, but we'll show you all of that because it's really messy at the minute.
What is it with these two and wanting so desperately to be on a completely different floor in the house to their kids, their younger kids specifically? In London, they had the very top floor themselves, Darren and Georgie. That was their bedroom. Their two youngest kids shared a bedroom on the middle floor, which was downstairs. Was it the one below? It was quite a distance away from the parents' room, which to me is a security risk, right? Somebody could come in, break in, take your kids, and you'd have no clue, right? That is the risk, and I don't like it personally.
Well, you know what I mean.
We'll
It's
do a proper house tour,
We'll do a
which is
proper
actually
house
nice.
tour, but we are really, really hungry, but we've got a little bit of an issue. We have nowhere to sleep. So we're going to have to make... Well, basically, we could go to a hotel, Fizz fam, or we could sleep here, but...
Yeah, our choices were, I was like, right, we'll either do hotel, because our stuff's arriving first thing in the morning tomorrow morning. So it's like, we either do hotel, or we make it feel like we're camping and we buy some airbeds.
So-
But then actually, now we've just figured out there's so many cushions
Yeah,
everywhere, and I just laid down on this to give it a little test, and it
Yeah.
feels really comfy
Well,
anyway.
when you first
So it's like airbed or these. This will be more comfortable, won't it?
I wasn't keen on it. I thought hotel, but now we've arrived here, I just want to be here sorting things out. I don't really want to leave this place, and I want to be here super early. So
Yeah.
I vote actually have a really fun camp out in our sleeping in a house for the first
Me
time.
too.
Really fun.
I think it'll be iconic for the first night.
And also,
Yeah.
guys, can you
Camping
remember when
on night number
Can you
one.
remember when we lived in Brighton and we first moved to London? Like we had a takeaway on the floor and we
I
always
know,
had this
yeah,
bare
yeah, it's
empty
fun.
room feeling.
It's
like,
fun.
It's something fun about it. Does anyone else agree? Like when you first move into a house and you're just on the floor, it's like.
Speaking of which, we need to get a takeaway.
Right, takeaway.
Yeah.
And there we have it. The family Fizz are on the road. Well, they're not on the road. They're there now. They've settled in. They've got all their furniture. In the most recent vlog, all the furniture arrived in a big van, right? And they're getting unpacked. It's all sorted out. They're going to live a fantastic life there, probably for the next 6 to 12 months, and then head off to another country, wherever that may be. Who knows? But one sad thing about all this money that they have made, right? Because there's no doubt that they've made a shit ton of money over the years, but they've blown it all on rentals, Airbnbs and stuff like that. That's all they've ever lived in. Never owned an actual property. The closest they ever came was when they bought some land in Costa Rica. They planned to build a house on it. Didn't happen. But they've just rented over. I mean, if they're going to be up and leaving every 6 months, it makes sense not to buy a house. But all this money, they're just frittering away on rental, because these places, they're not cheap. You know, if you stayed in an Airbnb for a month, for example, that's these places are not cheap. And they've wasted so much money, it's unbelievable. They could have bought some really nice houses with the money that they had. Anyway, the kids, obviously, lucky them, no inheritance there for them, no houses to be given to them upon the untimely deaths. Untimely deaths, that sounds sinister, that does. The eventual passing of their parents. They won't have any houses to show for it, or anything to be passed down. But there you go. Until next time, that is that, right? So I hope you've appreciated this video. Please give it a massive thumbs up if you have. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below, because there's a lot to comment on this video. Until next time, give it a massive thumbs up. I said that already, sorry. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you are a Fizz fan, right? Fizz, yeah. Subscribe. If you're a Fizz hater, subscribe. If you just enjoy the content, subscribe. Please get me up to 12k before the end of the year, which is my goal. Until next time, have a brilliant day. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.